Moonlight, moonlight.
Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian and welcome to Atmoseeker, your place for creating an inspiring atmosphere for your tabletop role-playing games. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to craft one of these babies. These are good for your atmospheric, spooky, Curse of Strahd, Halloween, werewolf type one-shot games that you're going to be playing this season. They're super easy to make and I'm going to show you how to craft one up. So let's go take a look. The way I'm going to get started is I'm going to get this 6-inch ring light and I'm going to bend some of this ABS plastic sheet over the top of it by heating it up. Now I'm going to use this basketball as my guide forming area. I'm going to put on some gloves for some heat protection just because it's going to get pretty warm. And then just slowly, gradually, just warm the surface with the heat gun, just trying to get an even coverage as much as I can. You can see there it's starting to soften quite a bit. To avoid some of these wrinkles, I'm just going to pull it out and it hardens quite quickly. And there we go, we got a nice hard shell. And now before cutting it, I'm going to take out inner ring of this light diffuser and I'm going to use this as a guide for the cutting it out. Now you can see I've already kind of cut it into a circle. That was previously using something else as a guide and it was a little bit too large for the ring fitting and I just thought, hey, just use the diffuser inside the light ring. That'll be a lot better, a lot more accurate. So now after I cut this out, it's going to fit pretty perfectly. I'll snap this back in. Pop it over the top, just going to test how it looks. Yeah, perfect. Perfect size, perfect diffusion, looks great. You even got that center area a little bit darker, so more sphere kind of look to it. Now, to add a little bit of texture to the surface, I'm going to grab some of this Mod Podge and I'm going to put it onto the front face, which is that matte surface on the dome. And just with a round brush, I'm going to grab just uncut, straight Mod Podge. I'm going to stipple it on. In areas where it might be a little bit thicker, it'll start to smooth over, so you might have to come back and just stipple the brush a little bit as it's drying. Now it's time to glue this onto this light ring, and before that, just because the other side is polished smooth side, I'm going to use a little bit of this 150 grit sandpaper, just a coarse sandpaper, just to make it a little bit coarser, just so I can hot glue it to the surface of it. I'm just going to run some hot glue around the edges, press it down. Now we're just going to paint this surface of it, and with a round brush I'm just going to stipple it medium light gray acrylic very sparsely. I kind of got a lot of the excess off the brush, and there I'm just kind of dry brushing it very just lightly in areas. I don't want to go too thick because those are going to create those dark areas, those crater looking areas on the moon. And even if you go a little bit too far, you can just wipe away some with your fingers. Just giving a spray of some matte varnish just to seal it all in, keep that paint from scratching off. All right, now that it's all painted up, click it together, screw it in. Let's go see how it looks. So if you end up making one of these moonlights, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'd love to see how you've come along in your own spooky Halloween Curse of Strahd type games. A huge thanks to my amazing supporters on Patreon, without which this channel wouldn't be possible. If you consider joining today, you'll get early access to 3D printable type things that I work on, behind the scenes content, and access to our Discord. A special shout out to my Seeker patrons, Anthony Von Olin, Blake Dale, Charisma on Command, Chase McAllister, Chris Andrus, Constructed Chaos, Dr. Justin L. Hamrick, John A. Johnson, Mini Wargaming, and Nathan Mack. Thanks so much guys, and until next time, I'm Sebastian, and let's create and inspire. Catch you then.